Yo. How's it going, Syrup? It's gonna be a short stream today, but I wanted to do a couple of doodles for y'all. I got dinner plans tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume everybody else is as well, so... You know, gotta enjoy the new year. The year's finally over, you know? How's it going, Noah? Yeah, we'll get started with the first trivia question in a couple minutes. I just want to get warmed up. Let people get the opportunity to jump in as well. Otherwise, it's going to be very one-sided, don't you think? Just a few of us. Yo! Happy New Year! How's it going, Strife? How about this? After the song ends, we'll start with the first trivia question. Dude, these last 2 years went by so fast. Felt like my birthday last year was yesterday, right? Jeez. Last 2 years were just kind of a blur. Especially 2020. I mean, you'd think I'd have cabin fever by now, but... It's weird how... You just get used to seeing the same walls, the same ceiling. And, you know, kind of helps a little bit. I'm a natural-born introvert, so... It's not too bad for me not to be able to go outside, but, you know, still. Even I miss going out. Restaurants and whatnot. Just wanted to say that the moment the stream started, my game crashed. Oh, jeez. Well, to be fair, it's the new year. I can imagine a lot of people are trying to get some games in, you know? ...2020 went by so fast, but 2021 has been dragging hell for me. I just have no perception on time. Yeah, 2021 was definitely much slower. A lot more things happened in 2021, while 2020 was just us being stuck in the house. While 2021, we're forced to go out. Like, you know, we got jobs, we got school. And if you're one of the essential workers, it's like you've seen the most that the world has to throw at you. It's rough. But we made it to the end of the year. So, we're tougher than we thought we were. Hopefully next year we get bonus experience points. But yeah, I mean... Jeez. It's one of those situations where you look back on history and you have to realize that the people living during those historic moments in time didn't realize that they were living in a historic period. You know, World War I, World War II, you know, just, they didn't think this year was gonna be, or their years were gonna be historic, you know? It's not until after the fact that you realize that, yeah, you're part of history. So, lucky us, right? We get to live through the COVID era. Well, not so much lucky, but, you know. It's gonna be one hell of a story to tell your grandkids. I mean, we made it this far, right? Never too late to start beefing up your obituary. You wanna be grim about it. I would say that 2020 was not as horrific as 2020. It was still bad, alright? Let's not, like, downplay it just because we got through it, but compared to 2020, like, we had time to get used to it a little bit, as opposed to the initial shock of COVID. And less people are denying the vaccine. I mean, you still got a lot of morons out there, but that's just, you know, history of the world, I guess. I mean, you'd think after millions of deaths that, you know, yeah, this is probably a problem. You know. And if there's one thing that you can all agree on is, yeah, COVID's real. I mean, there's no reason why America, Russia, and China would all agree on that. And historically, those three countries are just... well, they're not really the best of friends, but if they have to agree on one thing, it's with the vaccine and COVID. Yeah, you know something's up. And plus, if they wanted to put nanochips in the vaccine, they would have... why even bother spending that much money when we already have tracking chips on our phone or on the computer? NordVPN can only do so much, so... it's just these conspiracy theories that just, you know, make me laugh a little bit, but at the same time, it is sad, you know. I mean, again, we lost millions of lives in the span of a couple of years. It's rough. But before we get too negative when we just started the stream, just know that, you know, I'm happy we're all still alive, breathing, you know, kicking ass. And let's go ahead and get started with our first trivia question, yeah? Y'all ready? Okay, so if you're not familiar with the Doodle streams, it's pretty simple. I will ask the chat in the chat box a question, and the first person to answer it correctly will get a free sketch. Of course, we are streaming on YouTube, so there's a little bit of guidelines here. One character per winner, fictional characters only. Requests can't be too risque or too lewd for a YouTube stream. No complex weapons or props, please. They're fun to draw. You know how much I love drawing props, weapons and whatnot, but when they get really complicated, they basically count as a second character. And I have the right to refuse any idea, because I honestly believe that the best ideas are the ones that both the artist and the requester are both behind, 100%. It kind of sucks when you're forced to draw something. You can clearly tell that they're not really having a good time, so... trust me, I've been on both sides. I've both, you know, drawn requested ideas, and I've also requested ideas too, so... I've been on both sides of the equation. But, yeah. And of course, if you haven't already noticed, I do have my YouTube playlist hooked up, so if you got like a song I can find on YouTube and you want me to request it, or put it on the little box on the bottom left, we can do that. So. Okay, let's get started. Here are our themes for tonight. Ooh, how appropriate. Okay, so the first question is going to be for Metal Gear Solid 3. Now, remember, we are on the internet, so if you don't know the answer to a question, feel free to Google it. As long as you're the first person to get it correct, you win the sketch. So don't feel bad if you're not like a big Metal Gear Solid enthusiast. You can still search the answer, and if you get the right one, then, you know, what can we do? Also, because YouTube doesn't like us sharing links, whatever your request is, if it's a character or whatnot, we'll just Google it, okay? We'll walk through it together. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and start with our first question. I'll wait a couple of seconds, make sure everything's like synced up. Okay. Ding. All right. Parfait cookie T-posing. I am screaming internally. Parfait cookie. Okay. Well, we got options here. Is this the cookie you're looking for? Pain. Pain Pecco. Is this the cookie? Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Noah, are you still with me, buddy? If it's too complex, I can choose another character. I mean, it's a cookie! It would be too complex. It's a cookie. But this is the cookie you're looking for, right? Alright. Yo, Happy New Year, Malachi! We made it. We survived 2021. Okay, T-posing. Let's do it. According to Google, it's from Cookie Run?
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive for the day we see new light. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
I was messing with Nightbot a few hours ago and haven't quite mastered the commands yet. Not a Metal Gear Solid 4 song. Yeah, I think it's, depending on the YouTube video, it might not actually read it properly. It's not as accurate as the iTunes song reader I have. Spotify, it just does not work at all. I actually need to open up a separate window for that. Saw the new Spider-Man movie. The movie was great. The movie experience, the theater experience wasn't great though. Like, damn, dude. Theater that I went to was a mess. They didn't have anything in the concession stand other than popcorn and soda. Yeah, and a couple people behind the counter weren't wearing masks, and they're handling food, so... Oof. Big oof. But yeah, I loved the movie. Isn't it nice to watch like a recent movie and not have to worry about spoilers anymore?
I finally found what I was looking for. A place where I can be without a bars. Because I am a stranger who is found an even stranger war. I finally found what I...
Dude, No Way Home was amazing. I remember when I went to watch Encanto, I had family over and we were even at the previews and we blew through a bucket of popcorn. Yeah. No Way Home was great. I cannot believe they fit in so many memes into that movie. It's kind of ridiculous. The only one that I don't think they fit in was Pizza Time. I don't think any character said pizza in No Way Home. I think that would be a little too on the nose. Pizza Time.
I finally found what I was looking for. A place where I can be without a bars. Because I am a stranger who is found an even stranger war. I finally found what I was looking
I still need to watch Encanto. I got Disney Plus, so just gotta make time for it. There wasn't even a single slice of pizza in the movie. Yeah, I think it would have been too obvious. And I think the temptation to put product placement would have been much. Like Domino's or Pizza Hut. And we're talking about Marvel money here. They probably don't need product placement as much as other movies. Not that they don't, it's just they don't really have a need to as much. Like, there's that scene in Jurassic World 2 where it's like a really emotional scene where you get to see, I think it was like a brontosaurus on the dock as the island is exploding. And that emotional scene was completely ruined because one of the characters was wearing a John Deere hat. and the product placement is just so blatant during that very emotional scene. I'm like, gosh damn it, dude. Really? You had to put on a John Deere hat? Okay.
Here I stand beneath the warm and soothing rain. The droplets falling gently down on the terrain. Wash away the sorrow, all the stains of time. But there's no memory, it's only dry inside. In the mud and sinking deeper into a peaceful life, and it will come like a flood of rain, pouring down on me, and it will not let up until the end is here, and it will come through the darkest day, in my final hour, and it will never rest until the clouds are clear, until it finds my dreams and disappear.
Okay, nightmares. Looks spot on. Well, good. Good to know. I was kind of worried because I did not warm up before this stream. I just kind of went in, guns blazing. Probably an easier way to do this, probably, but I'm already doing it anyway. The temptation to use the fill bucket tool is real. Alright, there you go. Yo, how's it going, Giant Rat? Alright, what do you think, Noah? Actually, hang on. I mean, it wasn't really supposed to be that full color, but, you know, it's a fun-looking character. Might as well go all the way, you know? There you go. Is that kawaii des or what? Parfait. It's perfect. Parfait is perfect in French. At least as far as I'm told, my French is pretty bad, but you know. Glad you like it, Noah. Congratulations again on winning the first sketch of the night. I'll be posting the finished sketches on Twitter and Newgrounds, so look forward to that. Whoop! How did that happen? Alright, y'all ready for the second trivia question for tonight? That looked cursed. Alright. Let's get ready for the next trivia question. And maybe it's gonna be the last one. I mean, this is gonna be a short stream anyway, because, you know, I got dinner plans tonight, but we'll see. Maybe we can fit in a third one. But I really want to get this second sketch done, so... let's do this. Oh boy. I was worried this was gonna happen. This is actually a really difficult question, but hey, you're gonna get a free sketch, you gotta earn it. Alright. Y'all ready for a Terminator question? In the first Terminator movie, Kyle Reese mentioned that there was an earlier version of the Terminator that used rubber skin. What was the model number of that Terminator? Yeah, this is legit the hardest question that had listed. And of course, the roulette wheel picked this one. So yeah, this one definitely requires some, like, Googling. It's not the T800. That one actually has living skin. Ding! It's the T600. The T600 used rubber skin, they're easier to spot. The new version, the one that uses Arnold Schwarzenegger's face, the T800, that one's the one that people are worried about. And as we know, the T1000, that's the one that's like liquid mercury. That's the one that shows up in the second Terminator movie. But yeah, if you've played Terminator Resistance, you actually get to fight the T600s in the DLC, which is pretty neat. Pro Googling skills, that'll do it. Buy Team Fortress 2 on the mass, but literally any generic anime girl you think would be funny. Okay. What goes on the mask, actually? Well, we got options here. Fucking Nagatoro, maybe? Oh my fucking gosh. Actually, this one, Toru, that's a really good pose for Spy. Like, the Spy, he's doing the, you know, arms up in the air, and the mask is literally her face. So it's literally the same pose, it's just, you know, the mask. Nezuko? Oh, hey, actually, we can do a poll. Aqua, Nezuko... Aqua crying. See if that works. Oh my gosh, we're doing Aqua. Okay. His face always gets me. From debate. Alright, looks like we're gonna do Aqua. Well, that doesn't sound right out of context, but you know what I mean. Oh wait, no, it's dead even! What the hell? Alright, well, while you guys sort that out, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started on the pose, and we'll work out the mask in a little bit. Aqua's a tool. Well, she's doing her best, which isn't that much, to be honest.
Before they shut down TikTok, let me make one more cringy song. Let's go. I try to keep it wholesome. I'm not a cursed husband. I promise, please just hold on. Listen and don't go. Got a pure heart in possession. Don't even know what sex is. Please trust in my confession. I swear I'm say so. My mind is not that rotten. I'm honest, I have no sins. The purest, sweetest maiden. Wouldn't you say so? I'm not a nasty gremlin. Rude words aren't my intention. Evil spirits, I cleanse them. You know I'm say so. Welcome every nun to my Christian stream. No, I don't say any swears. I'm just saying my prayers. A sparkling idol for you. Doki, doki. 'Cause I'm the cleanest of the clean. Yeah, sure got perfect hygiene. And I won't laugh when you say wiener. I have a ladylike demeanor. I never said that I would steal your wine. You know I wouldn't mind. I try to keep it wholesome. I'm not a cursed housewife. I promise, please just hold on. Listen and don't go. Got a pure heart in possession. Don't even know what sex is. Please trust in my confession. I swear I'm say so.
My buddies dragged me out of the mall, and there was a hot topic, and they had like 5 Danganronpa teas, but no Ace Attorney. Fucking scam.
I'm not a nasty gremlin. Rude words aren't my intention. Evil spirits, I cleanse them. You know I'm saying.
Reality is often disappointing.
Chest, yeah, it's still flat. I just banged your mom. You can call me dad. Wait, I mean, I'm sorry. Did you hear that? I'm a nice, innocent girl. Yeah, that is a fact. I don't care what you have heard. I don't say rude, dirty words. I am normal. Rest assured. Hey, why are you running away? Let me address these false rumors. I'm no filthy, hopeless coomer. I have a mature sense of humor. You shouldn't be afraid. All the boobies I'm looking at respectfully. No need for horny jail. Don't at me. Yes, I am a gentleman. So classy. I don't ever filter full of pics of bare feet. No matter what I do, my inner demon comes through. Keep saying pee pee poo poo. Why can't I let go?
Chat not loading for me? Try refreshing the page.
My shame is
I can see it.
I wanna stay home. My mind is true
Okay, seeing how the poll was pretty much dead even, we're just gonna do this.
As you imagine, I'm trying to be wholesome. Wanna be safe, What's an ahegao? Is that a type of cheese?
It's Toru. Well, at least we got the pose already lined up for the joke. The loser's choice, it's all Toru. The game was rigged from the start. shit, stream's lagging. Oof.
These days and nights are all the same. Lately, I can't remember your name. Hands creeping out the ground. All trying to pull me down.
Well, according to my YouTube, it's just me and you. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's New Year's. If you guys got plans, don't let me hold you down. I mean, most likely this is actually going to be the final sketch of the night. I already smell dinner coming from the kitchen, so... Yeet. Let's make this a good one, shall we?
I can't take this anymore. Hands creeping out the floor. I want to know I'm still alive. Can't see what's there. I want to hold you tight. I want to feel alive. Dancing closer to
Also, much like 4Kids China censors anime, they get localized into Chinese. New Year's Revolution for next year.
that's for you and I connect.
Wait, what show? Hang on. Maybe my chat's messing up too. I think I just missed out on like half a conversation. You like to be educated on the wonders of Jack Frost. What? Sounds like an ice cold killer. Dude, I saw your drawing of Monica holding a donut, and I don't know why I find that hilarious. Well, you know, it's just the contrast, really. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't know already, the fourth chapter of Cataclysm Club is finally finished. If we got time, I'll show it off after I finish the sketch. So.
The one who started rap tap tapping, I can feel it on my head right now. I wonder, was it you? What did I ever do? I know I wanna open up my eyes, but I'm afraid. I'm feeling all the warmth of the sunset, somehow it feels sad. Why won't you wait for me? 'Cause I'll just call for you all over again. Beating hard right now. I'm so scared. Somehow it feels sad.
Low, shawty got low, yeah. Low, shawty got low. She hit the floor. Low, shawty got low. Low, shawty got low. Low, shawty got low. Low, shawty got low. She got the apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur, yeah. The whole damn club, they was looking at her. She got the baggy sweatpants, Reeboks with the straps. Where she turned around and gave that booty a smack. She hit the floor. Low, shawty got low. Low, shawty got low. Low, shawty got low. Low, shawty got low. Shawty got low. She got them apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur. Yeah, the whole damn club, they were
They got low.
She got the baggy sweatpants.
It's a little frustrating that this song is actually great. But at the same time, you know what? Can't really complain. You gotta love the internet. Now, if excuse me, I gotta look at my hand for a couple of minutes. So I'm like looking at the Toru ref, and the hand is just not. It's not my cup of tea. Gotta use my own hand as a reference. Or, you know, just break it down to very basics, I guess. Let's do that real quick. Probably not a really good song to listen to at the end of the year. Hang on. Let's go back to video game music for a bit. As the blender of drawing? I know some people hate it for some reason. Like 3D models and whatnot. Man, this hand is got me messed up. Alright. Yeah, there's just some of those days when I just cannot wrap my head around a hand, even though I own 2 of them. Right. There's a way to do this, just gotta take it slow. Credo. That's an art program? Been using Paint Tool Sai and Clip Studio Paint most of my life. Create is free open source one, like Blender. I feel like I'm losing my mind, but I gotta show you this. Alright, so look at this pose here. Oh, not that one. This pose. Okay. Like, I'm not just crazy here. The hand kind of looks a little off, right? I'm not just like losing my mind. That's actually what the hand looks like. If it helps, put like a sap or a knife on the other hand. Yeah, I could probably do that. But right now, I just want you to believe me that I'm like, all right, look at this hand. It just... There's the palm. It's like messing with my mind space. I... The fingers look backwards. Yeah, it's kind of throwing me off. Like, I'm going back and forth between the reference photo and my hand, and it's like... My brain. Alright. Just wanted to show you. The only thing I can think of right now is just to tighten up the palm a little bit. In fact... Yeah, it's scuffed, but on yours, the index and middle are bent up, while the ring and pinky are bent down. Yeah, so just kind of have to align it a little bit more. Like, I have to give it some leeway because it is an animation, so you're only going to see this frame for like a couple of seconds before they move on to the next. But, okay, it doesn't look nearly as bad as it did before, but still. Alright, we'll come back to this. In fact, it'll be its own separate layer. Because I really gotta, like, workshop the rest of the pose. And, of course, the other hand. So let's just go ahead and deal with it now. And seeing how I'm gonna be posting this technically tomorrow, gives me plenty of time to, like, clean it up. I mean, this one already... Rambo's already looks great. There's not really much I can do for this one, but I'm like, this one, I definitely want to come back to this one. Like, it's a mighty need. Like, it's serviceable, but I'm not happy, you know what I mean? Like, I definitely feel like I owe it to myself to get in as much hand practice as I can. So, just get this. be its own separate layer, and I'll workshop it later. We gotta push forward into the brink. Yeah, no amount of rotating those fingers will fix, since they physically bend in different directions. You'll need to redraw too.
But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world. Somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive.
They're already firing fireworks outside. At least I hope that's fireworks. Lesson learned, don't give Angel hair Dad's fingers. No, it's definitely, it depends on the pose. It really does. Like, I can draw hands just fine, but sometimes I'm like, I can't wrap my head around this pose. For some reason. Because I've drawn hands just fine, it's just, sometimes there's a pose I haven't drawn nearly as much as the others. I mean, it's not like before I just gave everybody muffin hands. Like that. Yeah. It's not like before. Like, I really do try to put as much thought as I can into the hands. Because I'm like, I'm gonna get good at this. I have to force myself to get good.
What has happened to it all? Crazy, some would say.
The illusion of hands.
Where is
Foreshortening is a problem. Foreshortening is actually really fun because of how much you can get away with. You just have to make it look believable. Like, you can get, like, the fist, like, really up close. Like, if you're, like, drawing, like, a character who's, like, about to punch you. Like... Like... This character's about to punch you in the face, and then you just, like, draw the fist, like, this huge. That's actually really fun. I do like foreshortening. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to make it believable. It doesn't have to be, like, 100% accurate. You just have to sell the idea that, yeah, that fist is about to connect to your face. So yeah, foreshortening is actually pretty fun. One punch sight in my leg. I can give you the raw, I can try doing the hands myself. I can DM you on the Twitter. Nah, it's okay. Like I said, like I've gotten to a point where I'm like, all right, if I have to draw a hand, I need to learn as much as I can, like myself. Like, I still look up tips and tricks and I read, but unless I develop the muscle memory and just being able to pick up on it, like visually, there's no way I can like improve as an artist. Like, I do look forward to the days where I can collaborate with other artists on ideas, but I'm still at that stage where I have to do as much as I can myself before starting to rely on other people. Especially before I even jump back into animation, like serious animations that are like going to require a team of artists, you know, keyframes and just so much to consider. I'm like, okay, let me see how much I can do by myself before I start collaborating, you know what I mean? Like, I have to learn as much as I can. Well, you brought up One Punch Man. It's like, okay, Saitama got super strong just by his own training, at least last time I checked. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups. Well, hands are my 100 push-ups and sit-ups. So, yeah. Do appreciate the help, though. But I must decline if I want to improve. Like I said, I still have like a full, 24 hours to workshop this. I can do it. I literally own 2 hands. I can do it. Just gotta believe. Your favorite German guy has arrived. Oh yeah, for animation, selling weight isn't done well in 2D for whatever reason. Yeah, you have to like give it a little bit more bounciness to it, because otherwise it just looks like a robot, you know? When you're doing animation, like I figured out that like way back on my MS Paint days. After 6,000 years. Well, I hope you have a Happy New Year, Berliner. What have you been up to? I own 5 hands, legally own 2 though. Registered weapons in at least 10 countries. You got a concealed carry for those weapons? Concealed carry license for those hands? The German government banned all fireworks to keep the corona infections down the second fucking time. Oh. Sorry to hear about that. New Year's without fireworks just seems a little too quiet. What the fuck am I drawing? Oh my gosh, what have I done? Do you have any preference of whether or not you want this to be a blue or a red spy? Logistics. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying because Nightbot keeps saying, oh, there's no socials. Yeah, it's a spy. It's the spy from Team Fortress 2. Team Defense 4-2. Make him whatever color matches the original character, the least? Okay, Okay, so this is a tricky proposition because if we're talking about Toru here, okay, you don't see my mouse, but her apron kinda has this bluish purple look to it, but her eyes are red and a little bit of orange, so we can go with Red Spy. Blue, I'm guessing in this case. I mean, we can probably do both. Honestly, it's not that big of a hassle just to use the layer... adjustment layer thingy-majig. So we'll do blue first. You can just tint later. Also, the jacket cutoff should probably be closer to the wrist on my right character's left hand. Minor detail, but whatever. Let's see. The jacket cuffs should be closer to the wrist on the right character's left hand. Right hand closer to the wrist. Alright. Is it just one? I don't know if it's just like really low res, but I don't see the cuffs. It's probably really low res. That's probably the problem, right? Hang on, that was a 3D model, right? Whoa, whoa! Google Chrome's freaking out. No, I mean the inside shirt. Oh. Hang on. Could they make that bigger? Damn. Okay. Not the cuffs. Yo, a little help here. It's closer to the wrist. Got it. Alright. Oh shit, it's still... Alright, good catch. It's still on Chrome. Gosh damn it. well, I think that's about as good as I can get. I'll be workshopping the hands tomorrow. Oof. But yeah, what do you think, logistics? Technically, you got 2 for the price of 1, but it's just the same character, just color swapped. Nice. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Or I'll be posting the finished sketches technically tomorrow, but let's be cheeky here. I'll be posting them next year. It's just gonna be a short stream tonight because I do have dinner plans with the family. But I'll definitely be hosting another trivia night soon because I still have leftover questions from what was supposed to be for tomorrow, or yesterday actually, but yeah, things got busy. But not to leave you guys dry or anything, we can take a look at all the stuff that I've been drawing. All the stuff I've drawn. Jeez, you know my brain is fried and requires food when I can't even form full sentences. But yeah, before we end the stream, let's go ahead and just walk down memory lane of what I drew this year. Alright. Hopefully my folders are in order, otherwise this is gonna be awkward. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I can just go to Newgrounds. This is the stuff I actually posted. Because the last thing I want to do is accidentally post the sketch version of what was supposed to be the finished picture. Spies sap of my century. Of course, the first picture I drew for the year is of Tomoko. Still kind of feeling a little bit down because of what happened in 2020, so just doodle a little something to reflect that mood. Just kind of kept it a little simple. This was still during a time where I'm like, I don't really feel like drawing. I mean, shoot, I didn't even put like a description. I just posted it and just let it like be. And plus I was just testing out like the manga gradient for the textures. Wait, when was that posted? January 2nd, so technically I did miss a day. I was hoping I could get it finished on January 1st, but you know, life is full of disappointments, huh? You've probably seen this one. It's actually my channel banner for YouTube, and I think it's also my channel banner for Newgrounds. No, it's not. But yeah, it's the whatchamacallit pose, the Isoken pose, which I still need to watch. It's been on my backlog for like 3 years, and I still need to watch it. They had a lot of fun with it. You got Futaba, you got Tomoko, and you got Chiaki. So Persona 5, Watamote, and Danganronpa all in one picture. Again, simple little doodle, but I did like the little glow effect I added for the lines. Makes it pop out a little bit more. And this one was kind of a little silly. I just need a little thumbnail for a Splatoon video. And funny enough, it's Team Fortress 2 again, with the Heavy Weapons Guy trailer. And this one, again, it was actually for Makoto's birthday, Makoto from Danganronpa, but I actually ended up using it for thumbnails as well, so it worked out pretty well. And this was for a, not so much a trivia night, but like I asked like a random question in the chat and somebody answered it. And yeah, it was basically a full color picture. Gur from Invader Zim, riding a pig. He's of course. Oh, and he's dabbing too, if you didn't notice. Team Fortress 2 will live forever. Yeah, potentially. Team Fortress 2 is really impossible to separate from Steam at this point. It's gonna be a very sad day if they do decide to shut down the servers. I mean, I don't play Team Fortress 2 anymore, but I respect the legacy. And of course, the memes. But yeah, we finally have the second chapter of Cataclysm Club. Arms race. One bad thing about Newgrounds, though, is that when you try to post multiple pictures on the same page, you can only zoom in on the first one. You can't click the other ones, which is kind of frustrating. But as you can see, I had a lot of fun with the text here because it's like, it's Cataclysm Club, it's already a crossover comic, so I like to fit in jokes that just break the fourth wall a little bit. And it wasn't until this chapter where I decided, yeah, you know what, it's probably a good idea to add the chat boxes from the games themselves. Of course, I had to fit in like a little Dark Knight Rises meme. Do you feel in charge? Do you? So yeah, already in the second chapter, and there's trouble in paradise. But yeah, if you can already tell, the Infinity Gauntlet that Junko was holding is fake. There's like a little barcode. And this is kind of like reaching beyond what most people know, but the Infinity Gauntlet that she's holding onto is for the right hand. The real Infinity Gauntlet is for the left. So it's at that moment that Monica realizes she got played. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Just a little bit of a test of power. Yeah, that new game plus.exe is definitely gonna come into play later. So might as well establish it now, because as you can see, oh yeah, hey, look at that, you can see my mouse. She's writing something, and you don't really get much of a good look at it until like the end. Me, when I bring in both a Soviet and American gun at the same time to complicate supply lines. Yeah. It's a bit of an Easter egg, actually. An M60 does appear in Danganronpa. I'm not gonna say which one, but an M60 does appear one. And as far as an AK goes, I don't think an AK ever appeared, but it's like, it's such an iconic gun, it's probably just, yeah, of course she would own one. But yeah, that's the second chapter. This was a YouTube poll. I think I had like them paired against other ensembles, but I'm like, yeah, you know what, it'd be fun if I can draw all three characters at once. Nagatoro, Haruhi, and Shinobu. And this was for, oh, look at that. I actually fit all the sketches into one space again. But yeah, when I hit 6K subscribers, I'm like, yeah, you know what? We'll do another stream. Trivia Doodle stream. And of course, I had to do the Invincible meme with Junko. I do feel bad though, like, I think Junko's great from a character standpoint. I don't care for her morals or anything, but I'm like, you know what? She's not even my favorite Danganronpa character, and yet I've drawn her the most. I feel like I have. And I feel like I've only drawn like Ibuki like a couple of times this year. But we'll get to that. So this was actually for the Cataclysm Club. I was just kind of like trying to work my way through how to draw Alma, because out of the other characters in the club, her character design is based off what she looks like in the first two games, Fear 1 and Fear 2. But they don't really lend themselves to anime all that much, so I'm like, oh shit, I have to come up with my own design. At least with Monaga, Junko, and Android 21, I'm like, there's so many reference photos, I'll just draw them as they are. I don't really want to put a spin on it too much. But with Alma, I'm like, I have to figure it out, and that's when I figured. I mean, I still like to draw hands, but I think for her, I think it'd be kind of funny if her sleeves just go over her hands, and occasionally her hand pops out, and if you didn't realize, she's kind of flicking you the bird. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of a cute little doodle. I just went ahead and just separated it from the reference photo that's off of. And not too far off, I went ahead and finished Chapter 3, Cataclysm Club Mirror Match. Had some fun with perspective here. And if you didn't already catch that, that's totally a Silent Hill 2 reference. She's just kind of staring at herself in the mirror. I mean, this takes place after Chapter 2. She's still kind of shaken about her confrontation with Junko. So it's like, do you feel in charge? And we go to the next page, and she sees Alma in the reflection. It's like, Alma, what are you doing? Judging you. This... I love this panel so much. Like, just that face that Monica makes. Hang on. It's great. The fact that you put the demonetization symbol on her finger. Yeah, I'll put the uncensored version on my OnlyFans. And you recognize where Nagatoro is from. Of course, I had to draw her with expression. Like, I was just like drunk with power at this point. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I know I just drew Monica like in the previous Cataclysm Club chapter, but I'm like, I don't mind drawing her again. I mean, that's the best thing about working on Cataclysm Club. Like, I love drawing every character. I mean, there's some tricky points, but at the same time, it's like I can do it. But of course, I had to make a more Gesugal version. It's a little bit more sinister. You've seen the memes. You got that? And of course, here's Ibuki. I literally drew her 4 times. So I know I was complaining that I don't draw Ibuki enough, at least compared to Junko, but I literally drew her like 4 times in different art styles. So we got Danganronpa, we got Disgaea, we got Watamote, and we got Fooly Cooly. It was fun! Like, I definitely enjoyed myself with this one. I mean, it literally took forever, but I still had fun. And here's another Trivia Night sketch. This one was for Zerdafran. And here's a Fubuki sketch, me and my JoJo memes. This was for Walnut. And Samsung Sam for Dog Forgot on YouTube. And this was actually a YouTube poll one, but I gotta be honest with you guys, I still have not finished the 7K subscriber video. But I was really happy with the way this one turned out. You know, just kind of gives you like that warm feeling, almost nostalgic. Thank you again for Mana. Well, you're welcome, Zedafran. I always enjoy drawing stuff for you guys. You know, it's the memes that keep me sustained. But of course, I went ahead and made an album version that I thought was pretty funny. Good Kid, Sad City. With parental advisory sticker. Man, this picture's huge. Yeah, short poem by Sayori feat Monica. Sayori over everything. Ace Attorney pose. I know. My sense of humor is so corrupt, I know. Here's Yuki Takamiya from 13 Sentinels. Best grill, don't at me. If you haven't played 13 Sentinels, I highly recommend it. Story is fantastic. I love the picture so much I went ahead and made a alt version that has a little bit more of a bloom to it. I mean, the original picture's good, but I'm like, I like this kind of bloomy look to it where it just feels so dreamlike. But both pictures are good, let's be honest. And this was just kind of like a silly little doodle. Again, 13 Sentinels, but mixed with Pop Team Epic. Yeah, I know I'm almost close to 9K and the 7K video is not done. In fact, I already made it. I made a joke in the 7K video. It's just tough to talk about. I mean, if you don't mind spoilers for the 7K subscriber video, of course I'm going to be talking about Sayori, and you can't really talk about Sayori without also talking about depression and, you know, like, it's tough to talk about, you know? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. The important thing is I am still working on it. It's just, it's slow going. Compared to the other stuff I work on, this is like the toughest. Just writing it all out and going through my memories of both the game, Doki Doki Literature Club, and my own life. It's not easy. But I gotta get it done. I feel like if I don't get it done now, whatever I say is just, it's gonna be lost to time. So it's not like before where I feel like, oh, I can probably wing this and just talk about the game. No, I actually need to talk about my life too. Things are gonna get a little personal. Oof. This was another one for Sarah Taffrin. I think this was for a doodle night? That was fast. How many doodle nights did I have? Or did I just forget to post this one? Why is this separate from the other ones? Oh well. I actually bought Doki Doki Literature Club, but I keep forgetting to download it. Yeah, I mean, the original version is free. But if you want the Doki Doki DDLC Plus, then yeah, that one definitely will cost you some dosh. I wanted to make a new splash screen for Cataclysm Club. Not that the original one is bad or anything, but I'm like, this one has more of a, like, in-your-face kind of energy, pun intended. Because the only issue with the original splash art for Cataclysm Club is you don't really get, like, the names. It's like, if you don't know these characters, you're just kind of out of luck, unfortunately. But I do like the fact that it does carry that kind of, hey, if you know them, then you know things are gonna get pretty chaotic. As opposed to this, you know their names, but you don't know everything that they are about, unless you're one of the lucky few who've actually played all 4 games, then fantastic. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. Giving Monica that Matrix background was always like a fun idea of mine, and I'm glad I was able to like literally have it right there. DDLC Plus, it adds side chapters that you play after you finish the main game. And the whole point of DDLC Plus is to future-proof the game, because the original game came out on PC and it was only for PC. And similar to Undertale, it does certain things to the game files as you progress through the story. But there will come a point, like 20, 40 years from now, where the game's just not going to work anymore. Because it's for PC, and the PC gets updates all the time. Like, we're already moving on to Windows 11, so it's like, who knows what's going to happen to the game? It's just going to become outdated. So they released DDLC Plus as a way to counter that, where everything is just all in one package. So it does lose a little bit of the magic because it no longer, you know, fiddles with your computer files. Instead, DDLC Plus has in-game files that simulate the files you have on your computer. Hence why you can also play DDLC Plus on the Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5. Like, the game itself has its own computer files that it messes with, like, to at least simulate what it was in the original game. Also, they added new music and a music player, which is nice. You need to make a backdoor joke where a literal door opens behind her. And these are just kind of like, these are the individual photos if you don't want like the whole ensemble. So if you wanted like Android 21 profile picture, there it is by itself. Here's one for Alma, Monica, and Junko, of course. And Android 21 got buffs. In fact, a lot of characters got buffs, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? This gives me a perfect opportunity to draw abs again. So I had fun with that. I just kind of kept it simple because I'm like, okay, I don't think I'm that good at shading just yet, or at least shading muscles, so I'll just keep that as a sketch for now. And it was Miku's birthday, in August 31st. Just gave her a little picture. Again, Gesugao. And I played Resident Evil 2 Remake this year on stream, so I need a little thumbnail for that. Pop Team Epic is just so fun to draw. Like, if I can't think of a thumbnail, I'm like, alright, well, just Pop Team Epic. Just Monica. I felt like drawing Tomoko again. I need to draw her more happy, but then again, it just kind of feels like it needs to be earned. I don't know. Like, I've definitely drawn Tomoko happy before. In fact, my previous profile picture actually does have her smiling, but I don't know. Whenever I'm feeling down, like, drawing her is just like, it's like comfort. It's comfort art, you know? I hosted another YouTube poll, and just to add a little bit more flair, I gave each contestant like a little icon. So we got Futaba, we got Sasha, we have damn it, her name escapes me. Nanachi from Made in Abyss. We got Toko from Danganronpa. But yeah, I kind of felt bad because I did want to draw Sasha at one point, but even though she was one of the contestants, I still felt bad if I had to draw a character from Attack on Titan because of what happened with the manga. The manga's ending is a mess. Like, the more I think about it, the more irritated I get, and that's just not really the feeling you want when you're reading a manga ending. Like, I can still recommend Attack on Titan to people, but I unfortunately have to add the fact that just watch the first 2 seasons and then end. Like, it really depends on how they end the anime, but like, the safety net is just watch the first 2 seasons and then just imagine the rest of it. Because whatever headcanon you have is going to be better than whatever manga ending it's going to be. Wanted to draw Futaba again. I think she was... Oh yeah, she's the one that won the YouTube poll. The one for the icons. So I just fit in like a Mona Lisa joke in there. Because, you know, Morgana's right there. And here's Anko from Naruto doing the Gasai face. Does it get bad? Oh boy, it's her different. The ending for the manga is so bad. Like, it's horrendous. It's so bad. Like, they killed off so many characters in the dumbest way possible. They use like 200 flashbacks to explain something that could have been left to the imagination or just explained in one sentence, but here's 20 flashbacks instead. And they didn't follow through with a certain theme that I was really hoping they were going to go for. In fact, they backed down super hard at the end, and it's like the most infuriating thing. It's like, not to spoil, like, Last of Us Part 2, but you know how, like, in The Last of Us Part 2, it's all about, like, revenge and whatnot, you know, getting revenge on the person who killed somebody very close to you. And then you get to the ending, and then it just does something completely different. It's like, alright. Okay. Revenge bad, got it. Anka, oh man, I was tempted to draw the Anka meme, but I'm like, okay, I cannot draw, I can't think of a character that would fit the pose, I guess. Or I could just draw Anka, I think that'd be funny. My friends read it and basically described it as bullshit. Yeah, absolutely, man, it's rough. And not to completely trash it, but because we have to put it into perspective. You've been drawing Attack on Titan for years. Every day. And you probably only get like 20 minutes of sleep every day. And by that point, you're so tired of it and you just want it to end. And I have like the most horrible sneaking suspicion that you didn't actually have the ending in mind when you actually got to the ending. Like, you started the story with an amazing concept, like amazing beginning, a great middle, but when you get to the end, it's like, oh shit, I don't actually have an ending to this. How do I do this? And that's why we get like 200 flashbacks at the end. Where it's like, hey, remember this scene? Do you remember this character? Do you remember this moment? Do you remember? Like 90% of the manga ending for Attack on Titan is flashbacks. Like, it's... like, one of these days, I will, like, talk about it in detail, full spoilers, but for now, I'm still holding my breath and hoping that the ending to the anime actually fixes the manga ending. Because I really hope they don't double down on how bad the ending is. Like, holy shit. Like, it gets worse. The more I think about it, it just keeps getting worse. Like, the story falls apart like cardboard in the rain. The more you think about it. Anka. That's a real shame. But yeah, Drew Tomoko again, this time in Squid Game. If you're curious what her number is, it's 404, of course. And I had a lot of fun with this one because I actually found like a Squid Game font generator, so I put my thumbnail or my signature as that. And how lucky for her that she got the umbrella. So here's hoping season 2 is good. And of course, I also played Silent Hill 3 on stream, so I needed a thumbnail for that. And the reason why she's holding a juice box is because it's like this dumb in-game joke, inside joke that I have with Silent Hill, where I was stuck on that dumb juice box puzzle in Silent Hill 2 for like hours until I just threw my hands up and looked it up. And it was the dumbest thing. Like, how do I progress? Oh, you take the juice box and you throw it in the garbage. That's the solution to the puzzle. Just take that perfectly good juice box in your inventory and throw it into the garbage. And you can progress. I love Silent Hill, but there's times where the puzzles are beyond my mortal comprehension. So that's why Heather's holding a juice box. Just for that dumb joke. You really like the Silent Hill 3 streams? Yeah, I enjoyed the game. Like, I mean, there's a couple of problems. Like, one, I accidentally left the music on, like, while I was playing, and I didn't realize it. But yeah, I loved the game too. I'm still a big coward though, but you know, that's what makes the games fun. So I doodled this in celebration of finishing Silent Hill 3 finally, this old PlayStation 2 game. So anyway, I started blasting. Love that meme. And here's Tomoko again. Jeez, it's almost like I can't go through my life without drawing her a few times. You know? For this one, I'm like, okay, so I actually want a new phone background, so might as well do it myself. So that's why the proportions are just so weird. Like, it's so vertical. It's supposed to be on your phone. Solve this, mate, in 5D multiverse time travel chess puzzle in one attempt. Draw Miyu again. She's like the third most drawn character for me. Junko being the first, second being Ibuki, and third being Miyu. Drew her with the Rich Evans pose, because I thought it was kind of funny. Wake me up when November ends. And of course, had to draw Ibuki. It's like once you draw one Danganronpa character, you have to draw the other one too. But for good reason. Both Miyu and Ibuki both shared the same birthday. Well, not birthday, but they shared the same birthday month. So... And this was for my friend. Man, I drew like 3 Danganronpa pictures in a row. Yeah, it was his birthday, and his favorite character is Kokichi, and I'm like, alright, I'll draw Kokichi in a maid dress, because why not? Whatever floats your boat. And this was actually pretty recent, yeah. This was the previous Trivia Night stream. This one's for Noah. Kid Cat. And we got Rage for the giant rat that makes all the rules. Gotta fit in that JoJo pose to match that menacing stare. And a Sayori doodle for Juan Felipe, drawn in the Amori art style. And of course we got Bayonetta from Bayonetta 3 for the Reinaga Saga. Is Kokichi female? Nope. He is a man. A manly man. He's such a fucking asshole, dude. Like, I hate Kokichi so much. But in order to describe why I hate him, it's gonna go down to spoiler territory, unfortunately, so we're gonna avoid that. No, it's fine if you like him. I mean, I wouldn't draw him if I absolutely hated him. In fact, I believe Danganronpa V3 would be a much more boring game without him. But that doesn't mean that I have to agree with what he did in the game. It's like Junko. Like, okay, I like Junko, but that does not mean I agree with what she did. Oh, this one's for person 420. And here's a Christmas stocking doodle for a good friend of mine. She's doing the Future Trunks pose, and yes, I know her thumb does not go over the sword, which is kind of frustrating, because when I was looking at the reference photos, it's literally how she grips items. I'm like, the temptation to actually correct this is real, but I'm like, I have to keep it as close to on model as possible, so yeah, her hand is actually supposed to be like that. It's infuriating, but like, it's actually what her hand looks like when she grips items. Or maybe I just got unlucky and the reference photo I used is just the one where they forgot to put it behind the sword. Maybe it's that. Maybe I should have just trusted my gut feeling and fixed it myself. But still, no. In fact, I think that's actually the first time I drew stalking. Don't think I did too bad of a job, honestly. But yeah, here's Junko Enoshima. Again, she's in that queen or king pose that you see so many VTubers do a cover of. Now, let's be honest here, that cover art is fucking sick. Like, I mean, this picture goes so hard. I'm like, all right, look, I have to draw my version of it because this cover art is amazing. And of course, no other character came to mind except Junko. And that crown is based off the crown she actually wears in game, so, you know, had a lot of fun with this picture. And it's actually the thumbnail for this stream, if I put it properly. And of course, last but not least, we have Chapter 4 of the Cataclysm Club. Good news, everyone. I got us free donuts today. Oh, thanks, 21. You really shouldn't have. And... oh, here's that donut. Looking at the donut post. Zoom in. Enhance. The stocking stuffer. Hey, 21, if you don't mind me asking, where did you get these donuts from? Oh, I made them myself, all natural and it's people. How did... I can read minds. Conversations take too long to get to the point. All they do is distract us from the real pain we hide inside. The disgusting truth that will always fall short of everyone's expectations, and our own. Like the naked emperor, we cover ourselves with fake compliments and hollow pleasantries to mask our insecurities. Or some shit like that. And no, she actually does say, or no shit, or some shit like that. There it is. It's kind of hard to see with my banner in the way, but yeah, she actually does say, or some shit like that. So everyone's just kind of like, alright. Got Junko tapping 21 on the shoulder. It's like, oh. So there's a lot going on. Junko's biting into Monika's donut. It's not like she was eating it or anything, but still, it's sending a message. She's dabbing, and she's putting 2 donuts in front of Alma's eyes. And, yeah. In one fell swoop, she managed to, like, irritate all 3 characters at once, so... the art of trolling, I guess. A Soylent Green donut. That was 100% intentional, and also the green matches Monika's eyes. In fact, if we go back to the previous chapter, orange, blue, red, and white, that's all colors that are associated with 21. The orange is her red hair when she's in her human form. White is her hair, of course. But what's great with the donuts, if we go back to the previous page, each of the colors are with the characters. Like, I mean, a blue, red can also be associated with Alma and Junko. There's a black donut right there, and white, black and white, Junko again, pink, 21, and you have green, which is the only donut for Monika. So yeah. Oh, and brown as well. Wait a minute, hang on, wait. Brown. Which one's brown? Did I mess up? I don't think they did. Hang on. I've gotten paranoid now. Oh wait, no, she doesn't have red hair, it's brown. What the... hang on. Her human form is brown. Or maybe it's red? Oh, don't tell me I'm colorblind now. That's brown, right? Or is that red? Huh. Orange. Oh, okay, never mind. The orange is, it's for Alma's eyes. Surprisingly, her eyes are not actually red, it's orange. Man, I was having a panic attack over donuts. Okay, yeah, but yeah, absolutely intentional. The color of the donuts are associated with the characters, multiple characters, and yeah. Yeah, we just do a little bit of trolling here. So yeah. But safety net, yeah, I guess it's brown. 16, on the other hand, yeah, that's straight up red. But her, it's like, I feel like that's brown. But maybe that's just bad lighting. In fact, that's probably a bad screenshot. Hang on. Yeah, okay, now this one actually does look red. But it's got like that brownish tint. Yeah. And we could just throw in the fact that, okay, well, who doesn't like a chocolate donut? So, of course, there's gonna be a chocolate donut in there. That's kind of mandatory. But yeah, that pretty much does it for 2021. And I'm glad I was able to do one more chapter of Cataclysm Club, and 21's pretty much the main focus on this one, but it kind of does seem like an even split with Monica, Alma, and finally Junko. Junko, of course, just stealing the show. Of course. But yeah, it was a very eventful year, at least from the art side, I guess. I'm still healthy. Didn't get COVID, thankfully. I did get a little bit of a fever, but that was about it. I mean, isn't that something? Like, a normal fever is better than the alternative. But yeah, I'm feeling much better now. Yeah. It's good to end the year on a healthy note. Any day we're not in the hospital is a good day. That's how I put it. You know, to put things to the extreme, the most grim, there's no replacement for actually sleeping in your own bed, you know? But yeah, definitely got to do this again soon. Still got some leftover trivia questions that I know people are going to be curious about. Of course, you know, another opportunity to get another free sketch. And like I said, I will be workshopping. Oh, what the? I will be working worky shop. I'll be workshopping the hands just a little bit because I want to be 100% happy with them before I post them on Twitter and Newgrounds. So expect that in the next 24 hours. So congratulations again, Noah Rambo and Incompetence Logistics. Had a lot of fun doodling these. It's a learning experience, and that's why I always look forward to trivia nights, you know? Everybody's got all these wild ideas, and it really lets me put my skills to the test and figure out what I still need to learn, which is a lot, you know? But the important thing is I'm having a lot of fun drawing, and look forward to next year where I can draw even more for you guys, and finally open up commissions. You never know. Look forward to that. Yeah, Happy New Year, Zardafran. Happy New Year, Berliner. Incompetence Logistics. Currently run on Jägermeister and Red Bull. Oof. I'm running on pure adrenaline myself. I need to get some food. But yeah, y'all have a great night. And a Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
You ready to do something profoundly stupid?
Am I ready? Anytime.
It's time to tip the odds back in our favor.
Okay, it's game time.
Get in here! Oh, there you are!
This was it. It was almost over.
Did you see that, Zach? Clear as a crisp spring morning. I knew I could count on it. Never fails. Now then, let's get going.